don't even know how.
He's the one that ran during the. Yeah, doesn't know. They sent him a check. It's real.
And everybody thought the neighborhood was going to change. So.
We're leaving King Mountain State Rec area, and I loved it here. It's small, and only like a few RVs could stop, but we got a river next to us and a mountain, and far enough off the road that we really didn't hear it while in the camper. And after 8 days in Homer Spit and Heritage and Seward Resurrection Bay, with all the people, the cars, the boats, generators, kids, it's nice to have some peace and quiet, even though it rained and was cold.
Yeah.
So.
If you do stop here, it's a state rec area that's subcontracted out, and so there's some rudimentary signs, and you're going to see rocks that say, you know, everything's reserved. Talk to the host. Hunt them down in the campground, find out what's available.
Because he leaves them up past when their arrival dates are.
Right. And so, or I don't know what his system is, but it's really bizarre. So, you know, we had 4 or 5 RVs that came through last night that were looking for spots that probably didn't talk to him, that could have just stayed. Because probably, I would say, like us, maybe 25 to 40% of the people might be just looking for an overnight stop on the way to their next destination.
Well, I guess these people aren't, but yeah.
Yeah, and so there are some people that are here full time, or not full time, but like, you know, for their vacation. So anyway, so just definitely talk to the host. You know, it was $25. Yes, you could boondock somewhere, but it got us a little bit further off the road, and it was super quiet and kind of fit the bill for us for the evening.
I mean, I hear everybody talking about boondocking. It's almost like it sounds like people are like a badge of honor that they're not paying to camp. And I get it, you're not really getting much here. But for us, what you're getting is someplace to walk the dogs. Because our dogs, you know, some people I think just let their dogs on a lead and then that's all they, like, catch a few feet from the trailer. It seems like happens, but our dogs need walked.
Our dogs are psycho. They need some exercise.
They need to walk and exercise, and just having a pull-off spot along the road just isn't going to cut it. So we have to pay $25 for a place to walk the dogs. And I think it's just, for me, it's just a peace of mind. I don't know. It's just you have fellow campers next to you, and anyway, there you go. So I'm super happy to have a place. We are going to try to boondock tonight, but it looks like it's a large space, and yeah, because I made the reservations for Valdez, and I meant to put 1 day between Seward, and then I got 2 days somehow. The old arrival, departure. How many days are in the month? I don't know.
The horror. I have to stay in Alaska 1 more day. The horror.
Yeah, well, when we leave Valdez, we're theoretically turning for home, so that'll be weird.
That will. Anyway, so this is near Chickaloon, Alaska, and there is a post office right across the street that sells farm fresh eggs in the post office, mind you, and
how much were the eggs?
Sourdough bread, and we bought a loaf of the sourdough bread last night and had a toasted piece with some elk chili that I made a few days ago, so it was actually really good. It was a pretty big loaf of, if you will, artisan sourdough bread. It was $10. So farmer's market prices. I didn't ask her about the eggs.
Okay, I didn't ask.
What the price was, but super nice place, super nice lady. Little general store and post office all in one.
Here's the rest of Chickaloon.
Yeah, Chickaloon is not large. Yeah, make sure your vehicle's in working order if you're on the Glen Highway.
That one's probably not.
Yeah, this is headed out of Chickaloon towards Valdez, yeah. So as the glacier melts and it brings sediment and mineral with it, it's going to change the topography of the bottom of the river, so those grades are going to change patterns over time.
So we've been on the east coast of Alaska for 9 days, 10 days now, and it's like cold and rainy, so this is what you have to do when it's cold and rainy.
She has psychological problems.
She's got needy problems.
If you get a golden doodle, they all have psychological problems.
Ready to go. We're leaving only our second boondocking spot. This is 22 miles outside of Valdez. People say it's a landing strip and maybe no longer used. So it's right outside. I forgot the name of I'm terrible with my names. Something with a W, glacier. And to be honest with you, we love this spot. Beautiful views of the glacier. Beautiful views of the glacier. And a big open spot, and it was quiet. The highway going into Valdez, Jefferson, I think it is. It's Richardson. Not much traffic, and only one car here today, and it was just a truck camper. And yeah, and I was afraid some driver with Class A was going to pull in next to me and run his generator all night, but that didn't happen, so it's pretty nice. We got hit with a rainstorm. I took the dogs for a walk. Got hit by a rainstorm. We walked to the state park spot for this glacier, and actually the closer we got to the glacier, the worse the view got. And so we walked, got soaked, but this is just a great spot. I highly recommend it. The only problem is that the mosquitoes are relentless. There's like 10 of them in here at the camper just from opening the door. So I'm not a bug spray user, and I'm gonna have to resort to using bug spray. So, you know, otherwise this would have been great. We finally got the dogs off lead and let them fetch so they can run a little bit. So that was great. We are leaving our boondocking spot, and I just have to turn the camera on because it's sunny.
For the first time in days.
Over to the right is the
glacier.
I'm trying to say it, glacier. This is Tompkins Pass, and
Tompkins Pass or Thompson Pass?
it's got a P,
Okay.
I believe.
It could be Thompson's Head.
So we have arrived to Bear Paw Campground, and it's where all the cool kids stay. Bear Paw Campground in Valdez, and sun's out, and that's pretty awesome. Sun's out, and it's with the sun, it's warm, and this campground's right downtown, and we're tight in. We can't roll our carpet out, and it's a street right behind us, so it might be a little bit loud, but like I said this before in the video, but it's just a fantastic drive in, and I like, you know, you're not sitting here in trees and quiet. It's gonna be loud, but it is neat to see all the mountains. A little bit here too. So looking forward to 4 nights here and discovering Valdez and a couple nice hikes, and I think we've got one or two expeditions, paid expeditions. So there you go. Our camper office. Across the way, I think, is the harbor. Let's go over and take a look. I love this van. Van Gogh. It's nice. It's beautiful. So excited. So excited to see the sun. I guess one of the things I like about this campground is, even though our neighbor has a slightly wider campsite than us, almost all the sites are equal. I love that. You know, I have this thing about, I want the best site, and I don't want somebody else to have a better site, which is, I guess, sounds pretty petty, but everybody here has the same site. I got something funny to show you here. This. Quiet all the time. That I like. Don't want to hear your music. Don't want to hear your generator. Don't want to hear your kids screaming. Just sit and be quiet. Of course, it's not a prestigious wilderness campsite. Listening to the animals. What do you think of this?
I like quiet time all the time. And I think you might enforce it. So if you're coming here and you want to do laundry, the gentleman just gave me a tip. So it is tokens. It's $3 a token. So that's $3 a wash, $3 a dry. But he said the dryers are very hot, because I said I need 5 washes, 5 dries. He said I don't need 5 dries. So we settled on 5 and 4. So that way I've got another token. And then he said if you don't use them all, I'll buy them back. So
the guy in the
super
office?
nice guy. Yeah, super nice.
Where is it? Is it
And
under the gift shop?
It's under the gift shop, yeah. And there's 8
that their gift shop?
washers. I think one's out of service right now. So 7 washers and so many dryers, and
Is that their
it'll
gift
get the
shop?
job done. It is.
The bathrooms are like pretty nice too. They're old, but they're
Pristine looking.
well, they're well kept and
They
clean.
look really clean.
And they're individual. Well, this one's not, but the other ones have showers and the toilet and
Yeah, that's
stuff.
awesome.
I'm like super in love. So we stayed at 3 things in the 3 campgrounds on the fjord. No, what's the word? What's the peninsula?
The Spit.
Nah, we stayed in Homer, we stayed in Seward, and we're staying
On
here.
the Kenai Peninsula, yeah.
And I think I might like this for the best, because Seward was a little bit out of control. It was loud.
Oh,
Too many campers. The
People were up late.
not well maintained. No supervision. So sweet.
Yeah.
I've been jonesing for the sun for a while, and now it's here. It's like it's so bright. But hey, on the road, this is a fridge underneath the or the drawer underneath the fridge, and for whatever reason we've had water problems. I think our dealer, which is only do a crappy job, I think, but General RV, we had water coming into this, and they actually, I guess they did fix it. They eventually resealed the window. They thought that was the reason, but somehow the water was coming across the refrigerator and into this drawer. So now my wife is using it as a wine drawer. The little, you know, 1/4 inch, maybe it's not even a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch wood is simply stapled in, and it's come apart. Causes us not to be able to get into the drawer, because the drawer fell down. So I'm going to try to reattach that and make it stronger. We're in Valdez, we've eaten, now we're going to go for lunch. We're going to go for a walk. Now look at this. Sun's out, legs out. It's awesome. Ooh, they got a ladder. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to travel with a buddy. Just walking around Valdez and came across this campground. It's actually pretty nice. They have this lagoon with a mountain view. It's like a beacon or a buoy that's been cut into a fireplace. That is pretty cool. It is. Jenny, why don't you love me? Jenny. I know what love is. Older but clean.
One more dryer token.
First full days in Valdez. It's supposed to rain, so We might get wet on our hike here, but we're over here by the fish hatchery, and it's I don't know what, it's Valdez. It's awesome.
Yes, we're on the Solomon Gulch viewpoint hike. So like 4.2 miles. It does have about 900 feet of climbing.
That should be enough for me. You look like a serial killer. Is that really the best picture they could get?
It probably is.
Study nature, love nature, stay close to nature. It will never fail you. Frank Lloyd Wright. Well, the hike starts on a road, fire road, I guess. But straight up, or not straight up, but it's, yeah, well, it's up. Favorite.
Remember, don't sit on the gate.
So we're walking up the it's just still a gravel road, and I'm like, oh my goodness, hit to cross a creek, but there's rocks to the side. Oh, big rocks, huh? I don't know what gradient that is, but
I dare you to take your travel trailer up that thing.
of course, when you get to the top, there is no top. It just continues up. But we're speculating this pipe, whether it's the actual pipeline or if it's, we saw a thing that looked like a hydro plant, so it could be.
The sound of it tells me it's a hydro plant, because we've never heard the oil.
Yeah, the oil didn't make a sound like that.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
This might be that big thing we saw at the bottom by the hatchery. Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. That's a beautiful river. Wow. That is cool.
That's way cool.
And it's blue water, turquoise, whatever. Here. Maybe we can see it from up here. I think they said that this was a natural lake, and that they dammed, just raised it.
Oh, okay.
Made it bigger. There's concrete on the other side. No. I could break something though.
All right, folks, get ready for Doodles Gone Wild.
Mabel, you're such an aggressive dog.
I expected more excitement, Claudio.
Come to Thursday. This glacier water is so good. Oh yes, nice.
I expected a little more frolicking and prancing, not like, okay, we're bored.
I don't know if there's any fish in here. But to be honest with you, I'm a little shocked that there's nobody here, because it is. And we're so close to Valdez, we're so close to all the tourists, and nobody's here. And it's very nice. It's super nice. We made it to the dam on the other side of the lake, and this is where the hydro water is. I think it's probably pretty efficient. Build a little dam and pipe the water down. I think it said 180 homes it could power. So I don't know if it powers it in the wintertime though, because I don't know if it freezes up or not, but it's a great view, barring the power lines. But all right, so what are you doing?
I'm taking a survey.
Okay.
And I'm taking the survey so that they know that we were here and we liked it. So thank you, the Copper Valley Electric Authority. We like it.
And from my own personal prejudice point of view, these companies, railroad companies, power companies, have access to all this space, and you know, do they pay taxes on them?
Maybe not.
How did they acquire them? Intimate domain, they took them probably. So anyway, I think they should provide for the community.
And they are, so give them credit.
And they are, apparently. We were just saying it's incredible views and there's nobody here. So now we have people here.
Cat on the trail.
Yeah.
It's pretty fresh.
Yeah,
We didn't see any sign of him, but
He's here somewhere.
they're like, oh my gosh, we never get attention.
Takes a running start. That's how you do it. All right, there's a myth out there that when you're walking on trails that there's a poop fairy, and the poop fairy comes along and it picks up your dog's crap because you let it sit on the ground. And here it is. It's really a true story. The poop fairy has been identified.
Hi, I'm the poop fairy. When you leave bagged poop out here for days, weeks, and months to get picked up, it's usually some crazy woman like me who's going to pick up your dog's poop and then attach it to her dog who's playing
carry it if you want.
pack mule for the other dog's poop, when you could have just done this and carried it out yourself.
Yeah, the poop fairy is not everywhere though, so there's a reason to wonder why you think it's going to be picked up. So,
all right, and then if you want to help out, you too can play poop fairy when appropriate. So when you see stuff on the ground that shouldn't be there, even trash or litter on a hike, you can put it in a little plastic baggie and pack it out for your inconsiderate trail mates.
and hopefully there's some karma in there somewhere for good and bad.
I doubt it, but we'll see. Mabel, you're gonna thank your poop fairy, i.e. Claudio, for carrying your poop out.
Made it to the bottom. It was a fun hike. Not too long. I kind of like that. Not not to be exhausted afterwards. And it was beautiful. Waterfalls, and for a while I thought we would have it to ourselves, but we found a couple more families, and there was a guy from the utility company, I suppose, checking on things. So yeah, it's quite nice. And Valdez is incredible. Just love it. We're gonna go to the fish hatchery next, and hopefully we'll see some action there. It's just amazing how many fish are here at the fish hatchery. Oh, is that the fish water? Needless to say, it smells fishy over here.
There's a little bit of a circle of life going on there. We have the salmon trying to procreate and save their species, and then you have the I think they're elephant seals. I think they're bigger than harbor seals. Are out there catching a meal, and then all the fish are also being swarmed by the birds, which are also swarming the seals, looking for their cast-offs of bits and pieces from their mouth.
And then the humans ooh, that's funny. That's fun to watch.
Yeah. Let's watch the carnage.
We're walking to the brewery. Look at our hats. Aren't they nice?
Someone had to be just like me.
This is Valdez. Will be the last place besides Toke. We've already been to Toke that we can buy gifts. So this is I had to buy it. I couldn't find a better one.
All right, here we are, Valdez Brewing.
Oh, they take dogs. We're on the Lu-Lu Belle and about to depart for our 3-hour tour. Actually, I don't know how long it is. It's longer than 3 hours, but a foggy, calm morning so far. No rain.
That's a good sign. Down the street, did you know him? Who needs money? Tell me one that doesn't. Send them up.
Holy shit. Might get a shower up here. See it, but there's all kinds of little black dots over here. They're seals. They are not moving. I wouldn't either. It's too cold. It is pretty cool, pretty incredible to be. I mean, we did a cruise out of Seward, which was okay. This is freaking phenomena. Did you know it was going to be this good?
Damn it, why did I go on that diet? I need to have some more blubber.
I'm like, where's the polar bears, man? Yeah, look, they're up and gone. Those look like little baby killers. They look like young orphans, don't they? They look like... I can be like my wife behind me telling me how to park the trailer. I'm like, I don't know what you're telling me. She's like,
that's
why don't you understand me? And I'm like, because I don't understand.
I'm giving you the sign language.
Go left, go right. Now, what's that mean?
Which right? Which left?
Exactly.
Mine or yours?
Should we just go knock on the door and walk away from the trailer? See what happens.
Are you kidding me? They're like losing their doggy little minds.
Going for a bike ride. First time we've ridden in a while since last time we rode. Denali, which was the best ride. So we're gonna ride down Valdez. May not be very far, but it's a pleasant day. Semi-cloudy, semi-sunny.
Probably the nicest day we've had in Valdez per se.
Alaska does have trails. I don't think these are connected very well, but yeah, it should be fine. 10 miles.
10 miles out, 10 miles back, 20 miles.
I don't know if it is 10 miles out.
It is 10 miles out.
Okay, there you go. We're riding on Main Street, or whatever street this is. I have to...
It's called Dock Street, I'm pretty sure.
No, like Bridgman. I gotta put my camera down so I can shift.
That's him putting his hammer down.
Camera down. I'm working on it. So they're working on this road. I think they're putting maybe a fiber optic cable or some kind of cable in the ground. I don't know. Maybe it's more extensive than that, but this is the detour. They put a path in here, which is nice. Real gravel. It's pretty smooth. It's a river. I guess they made fuel oil and something else. Made it to the Gulch Hatchery. Pretty easy on a bike. Good trail. Get the fish down there. So we're into the road. The terminal, the oil terminal where the pipeline ends, is here. We didn't get to see any ships filling. And then so the campground is on the
We are directly across from here.
over there. That's a pay. It's a fee box, I think. Just yeah. So yeah, along over here by the gulch, there's a couple. I think this is the third one I've seen that you can make these little posts with numbers, and you can camp here. So try camping, of course. I don't know the fee. How much it costs? Made it back on the ride. That's actually pretty good. Mostly it's all off trail, mostly all trail except for the city. And my reward is going to be a salmon roll. I'm going to go, just ordered it. I'm going to go pick it up in a minute. Oh, nice. Well, I want to say technically we're fishing, but Joanne's fishing. So I'm here, moral support. There's a lot of fish out there. You don't have your toolkit.
Now, you want to grab it?
Well, I want to get a video of this, but you can just watch. You can play with the fish on the sideline while I go get it.
The smallest fish that's fighting me to death.
It's small. Oh, you snagged it too.
Oh, shit.
Just gonna pull up on shore.
Yeah. I think it's a pink. Keeping it.
What's that?
We're keeping it.
Is it a pink?
I think it is a pink.
Why don't you keep? Well, what are you gonna keep it for?
All right, well, hold on, help me let it go.
During our journeys, we've hiked, walked our dogs a lot, rode bicycles, but this is the first time we fished and actually pulled them in. It was pretty exciting. In this part of Valdez, snagging is allowed, and it's pretty easy because there's so many fish. On this day, we caught fish, processed them, and cooked them up and ate them. It was really a good day and very, very tasty. Well, I've made comments about packing up and traveling in the rain, which in some respects is good because you'd rather be at spots in the sun enjoying yourself. But anyway, the best day in Valdez is the day we're gonna leave, but we love this place, and beautiful mountains, you know, harbors and fishing, and this Bear Paw was pretty good. There's you're next to, you're kind of next to activity like the street, and you people walking by and you hear things, but it wasn't bad. We've been going to bed at midnight or later, and so it's not been disruptive, so all's good. Out for our last full day, our dog walk, second walk of our last full day in Valdez, and then we make the turn. Then we head towards Tok and then back to Canada, and on our way home, we're not really sure about how to do that, how to get home.